Hi, Brad DeRoche here with a 1981 Sumio Kurosawa guitar from Japan. This lovely instrument was built as part of his premier line of instruments. These are handmade by Kurosawa, who is considered one of the elite Japanese luthiers from the late 60s through the early 2000s. And his work definitely rivaled that of Kohno and others, and is considered to be certainly of the same stature in Japan. He's very collectible over there, his instruments. This guitar has a lovely cedar top, absolutely premium wood. Hopefully you can get a good sense of that from this video. And the sides and back are Indian Rosewood. Very nice quality of Indian Rosewood. And again, beautiful cedar top. It has a 650 millimeter scale length, which is so important, I think, these days, especially guitars coming out of this era from the late 70s, early 80s. So many of them had long scale lengths, like 665, like Ramirez. The headstock on this guitar is really cool, very Japanese looking, and a unique look, I think. And the tuners, I believe, are Gotoh tuners, and they work very well. Lovely. The neck shape on the guitar is kind of a U shape. It does not have really hard shoulders on it. It's very soft, very comfortable to play on. The string height is really low on this guitar, extremely low action. It was recently set up. The saddle's also been compensated. I know that's going to be hard to see. I tried to get a photo of it too, so you could get a sense of how much work was done to give this the best intonation it could have. But it's got very low action. It's really easy to play. So if you're looking for a guitar that's not going to make you struggle, this is it. It's again really easy to play. The sound character to me is very French, I think. It has almost Boucher quality of sound to it. It's a little bit bright and poetic, and has almost a little cathedral-like sound to it. And very different than Daniel Friedrich, for instance. Very different than that. But very clear, absolutely beautiful and poetic sounding. Plays great. So a really excellent luthier that you don't see his instruments all that often over here. They rarely come up for sale. This is the Model 10, I believe. It's a signed label, but the Model 10 was the entry-level instrument for Kurosawa selling in the United States. And they were certainly better than most of the Kohno instruments of that same price range at that time, I think. And anyway, let me play a little bit more for you, and so you get a sense of how beautiful this guitar is. So that first little piece, we kind of heard some chords and low register, and hopefully you get a sense of the clarity in this guitar. Let's try something to show you a little bit more color and the response on the guitar for that. Again, really beautiful tone character. I can't help but think of some of the earlier Julian Bream recordings and that kind of character sound he had in some of those. That's what this guitar reminds me of, playing it. Beautiful colors available to the player. Color. Something I'd like to point out also is the sustain on this guitar is really good. There's a lot of passive string vibration that comes into play, so when you're playing it kind of has this beautiful harmony behind you at all times. It's really, really lovely guitar. And then the trebles are also very nice. Again, a lot of color. So just beautiful. One of the real joys with this guitar is how easy it is to play. So beautifully set up. I just think it would be ideal for a gigging musician who wants something that they can play for a couple of hours every night. You won't get fatigued on this one. Again, it's got a 650 millimeter scale length, so it's not a long 664 scale like a Ramirez scale. Low action, comfortable neck. Or if you're a student and you're looking for a beautiful guitar that's got a lot of character and something other than maybe the production line instruments that are in the same price range, then I think this would be an excellent choice. Far better than most guitars in this price. This would be really tough to beat, I think, if you want something that, again, that's truly handmade and a unique instrument. It's just really beautiful. Lovely guitar. Again, Sumio Kurosawa is the builder, the luthier, and yeah, for this price of instrument, it's almost impossible to get into a handmade guitar. And so, if you're looking for one, give us a call, and we'd be happy to chat with you about it. So, 1981 Sumio Kurosawa guitar, absolutely beautiful, great sound, easy to play, and yeah, it's got a unique bracing pattern. It's more like a Tatay pattern. These are like straight braces that are very, very lightweight with a strong cross brace. And I think maybe that's where some of the boucher sound comes from that I'm hearing. But again, very different than the Ramirez guitars of this era, but it does have also that clarity and kind of bright trebles that Ramirez did have in the guitars of that era. So again, 1981, Sumio Kurosawa. Love to talk with you about it. If you're interested, give us a call here at Strings by Mail. See you in the next video.